Hey, what's up gang? I've got a thrilling show for you today and I'm going to show off my brand new vintage Lego ice cream van. But first, a word from His Majesty, the King of Legoland. One really needs to smack that subscriptions button, whatever that means. That's right, gang. Can you please pay attention to what His Majesty just said and smack that subscribe button? It's right just down there below the screen. Thanks. So last time when I made that superb retro delivery van, it gave me an idea that we could maybe use that frontage to create a brand new vehicle which ultimately became the vintage ice cream van. If you look at the two engine compartments, they're both exactly the same shape, just in different colours. I made the ice cream van in a nice medium blue Lego colour at the bottom, and then this top part is a nice sort of creamy yellow colour. It's actually called bright light yellow in the Lego canon. So the fronts are exactly the same. The only difference is that Lego don't make the 2x2 curved slope in medium blue. I actually had to use two lots of 2x1 curved slopes, but otherwise it's exactly the same shape. And so what I'll do is I'll smash up the vehicle now, and then we can build it from scratch, and I can show you how I constructed this superb ice cream van. My name is Michael Kane. I'm interrupting this video because some of you out there are not pressing that subscribe button. Now, it's making my voice go very emotional. My voice is getting very deep now. I'm getting very emotional because some of you are not pressing subscribe. Now press that button now. Okay gang, let's get into it. Now, the main difference with the previous vehicle is that to get this nice alternate blue and white striped chassis, what we need to do is produce a kind of strengthening under chassis. So I've used these black plates here. These can actually be any colour because you won't see them, they'll be underneath the vehicle. Basically we've got a 2x12 piece, another 2x12 piece, two lots of 6x1 plates, and then we've got a 4x6 plate here. And you can see the others is 2x2 and then a 4x2 plate. So I'll do a quick speed build there so you can see how that fits together. Okay, we can now start looking at the chassis itself, which is a 4x6 medium blue plate, followed by a series of bright light yellow 1x6 plates. They're all in a row there. Some of them have got these 1x1 bricks on them just to extend the length there, as you can see, but some of them are slightly different. This first one has got an inverted slope, and then a 1x1 brick there, and then a modified plate there to sort of form the sill at the bottom. This one here has got a modified brick with the studs there. I used it's 2x1 modified brick because the 1x1 yellow bricks are actually really difficult to find on Bricklink. They're a little bit expensive, so I used a 1x2, which is cheaper, and then we've put a cheese slope on there. Okay, so I'll do a quick speed build of these, fit it all together to show you. Okay, so that goes on like so, and then we can put the wheels on like so. The wheels and mudguards fit flush with the base there at the front, and then we can put these other parts on like this. and then the part with the cheese slopes, like so, and then the other parts just follow on like this. And by the way, gang, the wheels part number is 11208 and the tyre that goes with it is 11209. Okay, so now that most of the plates are fitted together, we can put this final assembly on. It's basically a 2x6 plate plus a 1x6 plate, and underneath there should have been another 2x6 plate there. I actually didn't have one, so I've used a couple of 2x3s, but that's absolutely fine. That just clips onto the back like so. And while we're at it, we could put the back assembly on, which is basically the bumper. We've got a modified brick there to hold it all on, and then we've got a 1x6 brick with a couple of 1x1 plates with some lights on the back. It's exactly the same configuration as the previous van, so that just clips on like so, and then that's pretty much the bottom of the vehicle finished. So the next thing is we've got these 1x1 bricks, each one of which has got a 1x1 plate on top, which I'm going to put on top of the chassis, pretty much lining up with the different coloured plates there. So I'll just do that as a quick. Okay, they're all on, and then we'll just build up the rest of the back section with a 3x1 brick there with a 2x1 plate on top. Then we've got a 4x1 brick there. Then we've got a 1x1 brick with a modified one, so we can put the petrol cap on there. And again, that's got a 2x1 plate on top. Oops, slightly overlapped there. Then the final bit is this. Oops, there's one of the yellow ones there with a 1x1 plate on top to finish that off. And then we just put a 1x6 plate to just round off those bricks at the back, so they're all nice and level, those bricks there. Now at the front of the vehicle, as on that previous delivery van that we made the other day, I'm just going to put a couple of modified plates, I think the modified bricks actually, with the two studs sticking out forwards, just flush with the front of the vehicle there. We've got another one. I've put a steering wheel on top of it, but I'll take that off so you can see that's the modified brick that we're going to use, because we're going to use a snot technique a bit later on. Put the steering wheel on there, so that's pretty much finished, and then we'll put a couple of blue bricks there, 1x4, just to finish off the side. You notice that needs now a couple of plates just to raise it up a little bit, so we'll do that in a second. So here's the window assembly with the blue plates as indicated, and there's some white sort of modified plates there with the little clips for the wing mirrors. That can just go on top of the assemblage there with a white 1x4 brick there just for the front of the vehicle, and then that just clips on quite nicely like so, and we're starting to get a shape emerging. We've then got some sort of 3 bricks high windows there, 2 studs wide. I've put a sticker on that one at the back, and we've got a sort of modified plate there with the wide sill. So that's going to form the counter of the van like so. We can put that on like that, and then the same thing on the other side like so. In the back of the van I've made these Mr. Whippy type ice cream dispensers. The way I made those was pretty simple. It's a modified round brick with another round brick underneath, this one in green, and then it's got a kind of, I don't know what you call these little widgets, they're sort of connecting pieces that you can just pop in there, and then that holds the whole thing together. And we can we can just put those in the back of the van. And then the other thing we've got is a sort of ice cream refrigerator here where you can put ice lollies and things. It's basically just the usual white box arrangement with a sort of closing clear lid on the top. It's got a sort of bracket round it so we can actually fix it to the base of the vehicle, and I've put a sort of grill effect, sort of light greyish blue tile, round tile there, which goes on like so. And we can then use that to stick it on the base of the vehicle, which I'll just do right now. So there you can see the interior of the vehicle. We've got the 2 ice cream dispensers, we've got the ice box, we've got a nice little seat in there for the ice cream man to sit down when he's driving. We've got the ice cream man himself in there holding a nice cone with an ice cream within that. Okay, now for the back windows of the ice cream van. First of all, we've continued the sort of white plates along the edge there, just as a continuation of the white stripe in the middle of the van. So basically we've got some sort of bog standard 2-stud windows here. A couple of 1x1 yellow bricks, and then a curved brick at the top, and at the bottom a 1x3 plate. And then to that we'll add, I don't know what these are called, but it's basically a 1-stud brick which is sort of 3 bricks high. We just sort of clip that underneath there like so, a bit fiddly, and then we can just pop that onto the back of the van like so. And then we've got exactly the same thing to do on the other side there. That's it. So now we can have a look at the roof. So the roof is essentially a couple of base plates. You need 9 studs along the bottom there, and then 11 studs at the top, so it just sort of pokes over the top of the assembly there. And then on top of that we've got a row of curved slopes, which I'm just going to finish off, and then in the middle there are some sort of normal tiles. So we'll finish off this with a curved 2x1 slope and another one there, and at this end we've got a couple of 2x2 slopes just to finish that off. So that's all nice and solid, but with this sort of gap at each end there, because what we're going to do there is clip on these curved modified bricks. I've got 4 of those there with a sticker on which says Alfredo, which is the name of the ice cream man. Note on this particular one we've got also a 1x4 base plate, I should say. So that goes on the front like so, and then we can put another one on the back. This is exactly the same, but it doesn't have that 1x4 base plate at the bottom. So that's just the modified bricks on their own. There's 4 of those, and then that will go on the ice cream van like so. But what we'll do first is put on the final bit of the sides over the windows. There's just a normal 2x1 brick there. I've put a nice sticker on it, it says Walls Ice Cream, and then underneath this curved modified brick we've got a modified plate with a little clip on there, which hold that thought, I'll show you what that's for in a minute. So we can just put those on there and put that one on that side. And then I'll put the roof on off camera because it's a bit fiddly and I'll probably end up breaking it, so if you bear with me a second. Okay, that's the main part of the ice cream van finished. What I will do though is add these little ice cream cones onto the clips at the front, like so. And what we can also do is put the remaining modified plates on the bottom, just to give it a nice little sill at the bottom of the vehicle, like so. There we go. And finally, we've got this sort of engine compartment to put on there. It's exactly the same as the previous vehicle we made last time, but what I'll do is I'll take it apart and do a quick speed build to show you how that's made. And finally we can put on the engine compartment like so, and that's how you make a super ice cream van. So gang, if you've enjoyed this video, please smack that subscribe button, and so for now I'll say live long and prosper, and see you all next time.